Okay, everyone, this is going to be controversial, but I bought a stove. Haha. Well, at least I'm on my way to buy one. Now, it's brand new. Okay. Let's just go ahead and be finished with this. Yeah, I really wanted an antique. Yeah, I don't have $10,000 of discretionary income. And believe me, you find them all over Marketplace. You find them everywhere. 200 bucks, 300 bucks. Great condition. Look, if I'm going to put an antique gas stove in my kitchen, it is going to have been restored by a professional. All right, so yeah, no, I'm not taking any chances by pulling some rusty old thing out of a barn, even if it's only $100. So yes, there are some reproductions. Yes, you can find stoves that have been reconditioned, and yes, you gonna pay. Now, maybe one of these days I'll find my Tiffany lamp. I'm always talking about that, and I'll upgrade. But in the meantime, I have found a cute little gas stove. I can't wait to tell you how cheap I'm getting it for. It's going to work perfectly, and it has a little bit of an old-fashioned look, and I can doctor it up just a little bit as well to really make it fit in the 1930s kitchen. I'm not living in a museum, remember that? So I'm happy with my decision, and I hope that you will be happy with it as well. I think you will. Just wait until you see the finished thing. I think it's gonna be okay. Okay. There it is. Look at that little thing. It's gonna be absolutely perfect. Yes, it is. I love it. It's a hot point, and it's brand new. This is the third time I've looked at it. I've been here 4 times. I'm at my Restore store. That's right, and this thing retails for about $800 new. I'm gonna get it for $400. Look at that, and I've already looked at it. It's so sweet. Look at that. It's not huge. It's just the right size for me. It has a little broiler down here, and sort of in an old-fashioned way, it's on feet. Now, I could paint those feet jadeite green if I wanted to. Okay, calm down. You know, you hang an old dish towel here. You put some old pots and pans on it. A little range set can sit right there. It's going to be just fine. It's not oversized. Let me back up here. I really like this on the side. And yeah, I think it's gonna work just fine. And I'm real thrilled about getting it for $400 instead of $800. And yes, I'll have the gas company come out. They'll hook it up. They already hooked it up here to check it. But yeah, it's brand new. And it was donated from like a scratch and dent place. It's not dented. There is a little scratch right there. See that? Okay, big deal. But look, all the papers. Oh, they've got the knobs up front, so don't worry about that. Yeah, that's the one. That's it. Okay. Let me back up here. Oh, I made another fantastic discovery in this store. I can't wait to show you that as well. See, something like this would be way too modern looking, I think. Yeah. But that little thing is perfect. Okay, let me go pay the lady. Ooh, I'm gonna have a stove. Oh my goodness. It can't be. Now get down there a little bit closer. Oh my goodness. There's no way. There's just absolutely no way. Well, there is a way. Can you believe I found a complete set? Sofa, straight chair or club chair, and a rocking chair over here. Even sweeter, the magazine rack. Well, it's Lloyd Loom. That's right, woven furniture. Really amazing that this set has survived. It's about 100 years old. It dates to the time that this house was built, circa 1925. It's never been repainted. It's got its original upholstery. Unbelievable. Now, it's rough. Okay, it's rough. But let's talk about it for a minute. This kind of furniture gets painted and repainted. It gets split up. But this has been on a side porch here locally for 100 years. And it has survived, never been repainted and never been reupholstered. Now, let's talk about the upholstery for a minute. It's not going to be able to be saved, but it's nice to know what was on there. If I come over here to the sofa, we're going to look at the side and just see how beautiful. It was a greenish color upholstery, you can see. And but it's great to have these old cushions still with it, with the springs. Yeah. And that is the absolute original upholstery that was put on there. And I left the cushions off of the couch because I wanted you to see the construction, but also see how the paint has changed over the years. Now, when you bought this woven furniture, and you could choose your basic color, which would be fawn or like a dark brown color. Then you choose your paint scheme, and you can see here that the paint scheme is gold. And just look how, now this is the way they did it. This was spray painted, and they purposely, this isn't worn off here and here, it was done that way. And then the little diamonds on the back are almost always painted some particular color, and in this case they're black. We can see on the sofa the whole thing originally was gold. And from cushions down, it hasn't worn away. From cushions up, it's gone. And where all the hands have been placed around the back, it's much darker. So, you know, the interesting thing is, we are so used to looking at olden days through sepia tone photographs or black and white pictures, or after things have faded over 100 years. Things were much more, in my experience, things are always brighter, shinier, more colorful, more vibrant than we actually think. This set must have just absolutely been on fire when it was new. Can you imagine how it would glow? Look at this gold paint. Now, am I going to repaint it? No. Does the set have damage? Yeah, that's the worst of it right there. Doesn't bother me a bit. I'm going to clean it. It will be reupholstered. I'm going to have to do that. And I'll probably put a fresh coat of a satin lacquer on it. That will not shine it up terribly, but it'll make this all a nice clean surface, and it'll also bring out the color just a little bit. It'll highlight the gold just a little bit. But how wonderful just to have the magazine rack with it. Look at that, all original. I was shocked when I found all pieces together. Let's take a look, if we can, at, maybe I can get you to see the maker's mark on it. Let me turn around here. I'll tell you what I paid for it. Look at the back. Look at how brilliant the gold is there. Yeah, we're going to be able to see it on this one. And this is out here with the sun going there. That's how the whole thing would have looked originally. See that? Yeah. Boy, I would love it if the whole thing were still this beautiful gold color, but trying to repaint it, I don't think I would be satisfied, and I think it would just look like it was repainted. But look down here at the Lloyd loom. Let's get in there. We'll zoom in. I'll try to. Can I zoom? Why is it? There we go. Okay. Lloyd Loom products of Menominee, Michigan. And we can see originally patented in 1917. This set dates to the mid-20s. And one of the telltale signs of that is the humpback. Of course, there were sofas called camelback sofas, but this little, what I call this little sort of 1920s hump you saw that that was a design element that was enormously popular at one time. It disappears in the 30s when the cathedral radios go out of style in the mid 30s. But for a period of time, you would find this hump on the back of, well, Hoosier cabinets, cathedral radios, tambour clocks, kitchen chairs, even living room furniture. Yeah, it was a normal design element. That little hump even shows up on the back of the traditional colonial revival secretary desk when they were stylizing it to look more modern, such as the late, which was what was popular in the 20s. So, wow. It was $225. They wanted it out of there. I fiddled around with it for a while, and they said, please take it for $75. I gave birth to a kitten right on the scene. Now you say, well, what are you going to do with it? You don't have room for that? Oh, there will be room. You'll see. I don't want to really... you're not going to say no. When are you going to find, right? 100 years old, all the pieces together, and we'll get it reupholstered and shine it up a little bit, clean it up a little bit, but it's going to stay just like that and not be repainted. We're going to let it show its age, and it's going to just be super fantastic. So I hope you are as excited about it as I am, because I am thrilled. Just thrilled with it. Yep.
Smile away every day, and you'll find your troubles fade away.